Hello everyone! We just got home from Frederick, Maryland, and I'm gonna do a little unboxing. Nothing's in a box, but I'm gonna show you the things that we bought today. We had an amazing dinner at Isabella's. That's our go-to restaurant. One of my former students recommended it to me, and we went there for my birthday one year, and we've gone back every year since. So it's our special little restaurant, and the menu does specify what's gluten-free, which makes it comfortable and easy to order from. I got a mocktail, which is like the new thing that I do now when we go out to dinner so that I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything, which makes it, you know, feel normal. So I'm gonna start with the first thing I bought. I certainly could have spent less money than I did at the yarn store, and I definitely don't need any yarn at all. But if I did need yarn, the yarn I would need is silk mohair. And I was looking at Biche et Bouche's website, and I almost ordered this a week or so ago because I think they had like a slight discount, but the cost of shipping was astronomical. So I held off, and I knew exactly the color I liked on their website, which happened to be the exact same color I liked in person. And I bought myself 6 skeins of Le Petite Silk Mohair by Biche et Bouche, which is plenty of yardage to hold along with a sweater quantity of DK weight yarn I have in my stash. That's a kind of medium heather gray. So this is gonna be kind of like a gray version of this sweater I have, but I think I'm gonna make that one into a cardigan because I have the yardage to turn it into a cardigan without any concern of yarn chicken. So I just bit the bullet and I said, if not now, then when? And I supported my local yarn store. Kathy is probably the most educated knitter I've ever come to know in the knitting community. And I've seen a negative review on Google, and I really hate that that was their experience because I haven't never had a negative experience there, and I can only speak for myself. But if I could leave another 5-star review for the Knot House, I definitely would. So that's that. I also bought another bottle of Euclin. I got the unscented because she tells me that the fragrances, the essential oils to the scented ones are not great for hand-dyed yarn. And although I don't typically knit with a lot of hand-dyed yarn, I bought what I could, and I needed another bottle of this, so I'm glad to have it. I also got 2 candles, and that was mainly inspired by Claudia or Gary. Tell me if your name is Gary or Claudia. I don't know. I suspect it's a spouse using maybe their husband's Google account. I don't know. Gary, Claudia, whoever you are, you inspired me to pick up a couple candles. The first is this one. It is a Douglas fir scent, and what's funny about this purchase is I said to Brian before we left the house, I said, Brian, today I'm buying a $68 candle and I'm just gonna burn my money. And he was like, okay. And then we were looking for candles everywhere we went, and I found this candle, and it was exactly $68, which none of the other ones were. So it felt serendipitous, but I did spend less than that because they were 20% off, which felt great as well. And I picked this one because it has this beautiful, can you see that wood grain? Kind of like bark look to it, and then this gorgeous gold top. And it was just my favorite container, and I can definitely put a plant in this when this is done burning. It has 3 wicks. It smells sickeningly sweet and piney, so this is gonna be really great little holiday decor. And the second candle I bought was also a fir and blue sage fragrance. This candle was $32. Oh my goodness, it smells similar to this one being a fir fragrance, but it's more sweet. I said this was sickeningly sweet. It's not. This one kind of smells like if Douglas fir were a cocktail, maybe little sweetness to it. And then I also picked up this bath bomb that is fir and grapefruit. Brian loves bath bombs, so we're gonna use this one a little later. And lastly, I got a couple holiday cards. I don't even know why I'm sharing these, because one person might see this and I'm ruining the surprise, but they have great cards at Magpie Market, and I got a couple. This one is for Lula, my neighbor, who kindly sent us a card already, and I didn't want to forget her. I know she won't be watching this podcast. That's it. That's everything I bought. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in tomorrow's premiere of my new podcast video. Every Sunday I post my podcast as a premiere to watch alongside you. It seems a little narcissistic to watch your own podcast, but I really enjoy the engagement in the live chat. If it's an appropriate time for you, set an alarm, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern, we daylight savings it here, so, you know, Baltimore time. And I will see you tomorrow. I'm gonna share with you guys some of the footage I took of downtown Frederick. We didn't go see a lot of things. We actually spent our Saturday morning, as we typically do, with breakfast in bed, farmer's market. I record my podcast. I actually went to the lake today and I roller skated while editing my podcast, which I intend to do every week now as long as the weather permits. But that was excellent. I was so thrilled to get all that done. And then we left for Frederick. So I'm going to share with you guys some of the footage that I took of that trip. Have a great night or day, wherever you are. Have a good one.
Time, but I think they do gather a lot of information on their shot. That's my honest opinion. And thank you so much for your super chat. What happened to Jason made me cry. Yeah, it's sad. It's really, really sad. It's just really insulting to people that have actually been through physical abuse and mental abuse, because it's something that's so damaging to a person, and which is why this video was really important to me as well, because I've been through it, and it's something that's so horrible, and it changes you as a person, because I'm never going to be the person that I was before I was in an abusive relationship.